are you? And Broken is leading the way at this year's BIFA Awards with 9 nominations. You must be absolutely thrilled for that, to just find that out.
I am absolutely thrilled. Yeah, yes, it's wonderful, great news.
And I mean, not to take anything away from the film because it is brilliant, but are you quite surprised at all by this reaction you've received here today?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, surprised that it's been across the board that people seem to have gone for every area of it in that way. I'm not surprised by. I mean, I think if Eloise hadn't got a nod, then I would have been disappointed about that. And there's some lovely performances in it. No, it's great. It's really great.
And to get 9 nominations, it shows how strong this film is across so many different areas. You must be thrilled as a team effort, you've all been recognised. Yeah,
that's really fantastic, and it's really lovely for us as a team that it's worked out that way. I mean, it's very much the way that I work when I work in theatre. It's really all about making sure that you surround yourself with a fantastic bunch of people, and it's lovely to see that reflected.
Broken hasn't been released yet, so for those who don't know too much about it, could you just give us a quick sort of brief summary about the film?
It's a coming-of-age story, really, about a young girl, 11-year-old girl, and one sort of summer and autumn in her life where she's forced to grow up too quickly. It's a love story, really, but it's quite dark and quite funny.
And was it quite difficult to get that kind of dark and comedic aspects to be combined? Because although it deals with very severe themes, it's got some quite surreal, quite quirky aspects to it as well.
Yeah, I mean, my experience of life is the darker things get, the sharper the humour, and so I wanted that to be reflected in it. Also, I think we've all seen lots of dark stories, and they can get a bit they can get a bit heavy. I think life is full of joy as well, so I wanted to try and get that balance. It is. I hope it's an uplifting film more than anything.
You mentioned Eloise before. I mean, she's absolutely fantastic. How did you find her? She's got such a bright future ahead.
Well, it's one of those cliches, isn't it, that you look everywhere. We saw 850 girls for that part, I think. And in the end, she was kind of sitting under my nose because she's the daughter of a very good friend of mine who I was working with quite closely throughout my whole audition process. So if I'd only asked around, I'd have found her a lot quicker.
You must be thrilled to have the likes of Cillian Murphy and Tim Roth on set as well, so really experienced sort of actors.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic when you've got a film which in the end rests. I mean, it's an ensemble piece, but if the girl doesn't deliver in a film like this, then we haven't got a film. And so you need to have experienced actors around who are not only brilliant at what they do, but also totally get that they are there to both do their job, but also support somebody who is far less experienced in doing hers.
Just finally, how important do you think this award ceremony is to sort of celebrate the sort of independent cinema and give British cinema a sort of a voice, so to speak?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a really, really crucial one. The more the BAFTAs have become, a very high status award ceremony, that's wonderful for British cinema in its own way. But it does mean that the British films are competing inevitably with films that have 10 or 50 times the budget. So it's great that there's an equivalent, which is our version of Sundance or whatever it is that can celebrate the homegrown work.
Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again.